How do you utilize questioning and discussion in your classroom? I love this question. This is one of the main components of the Danielson framework that I really rely on within a classroom environment. So I think that discussions are the best when they are run by students. And so that takes a little bit of practice, that takes a little bit of training, but when I, as a teacher, am able to pose essential questions that have more than one right answer that are relevant to the students, then that discussion becomes a lot more natural and students are able to carry it on their own. I found that as I presented questions to a seventh grade class recently, that they wanted to discuss it. They wanted to debate with one another. And I just think the classroom is so much more lively when that is able to happen. On the flip side of that, I've noticed that when the classroom questions are really one-sided, short answer, or the teacher is saying, guess what's in my head, students don't want to engage. And so I try to embed it into all parts of my lesson, not just the guided practice, but really at the beginning of the lesson, during my modeling, just so that the students know we're a class that asks and answers questions. What would your instruction look like if our school moves to online instruction at some point this year? I think this is such a valid question. As someone who did a lot of online schooling in my own education, who has been teaching through the pandemic, I feel that the most important elements of online instruction are ensuring that students still feel connected to each other. As I was researching this on Edutopia, I found that students thrive from that connectedness that they feel when they come to school. And so when we are using technology to teach from afar, it's really important that that technology is utilized for the purpose of connecting students to students. There's always going to be some kind of lecture or reading that students are going to have to do. And if we're using time over Zoom to make that happen, according to Edutopia, we're wasting that time. And I am fully in agreement with that. I think that tools like Zoom should be used for discussion and for connecting, for sharing. And that being said, I feel like a lot of my more lecture type instruction would be given to the students to watch on their own or read on their own outside of the synchronous class time that we would be having. I feel that students who have the opportunity to connect with each other over Zoom, in my experience, don't want to just be listening to the teacher the whole time. I know breakout rooms can be intimidating, but the benefit of them is so much greater than what students may be hesitant about.